Hey guys, it's Cayden. Sorry, there's a plane outside my house if it's making a random noise. Um, Today I'm going to be posting two videos. I'll be posting to this week's topic and then also last week's topic since I was out of town. Um, Sorry if this video is kind of iffy. I haven't had the best couple weeks, but hanging in there, right? This week's topic is realizing we're trans and like how we accepted it. I never really felt like a normal girl, I guess you could say. I was always like the tomboy, so I mean, I was a girl that would wear sports jerseys and slick my hair back and roll around in dirt and play with worms and things like that, like just stupid stuff that other girls would think are gross or weird or something like that. About fourth grade, I started kind of realizing the fact that I liked girls. So I told my sister, and she outed me when I was in sixth grade to my parents, which was a big ordeal. And I didn't really understand any of the terms at the time because I was so young and I had never heard about it. So I kind of went back and forth between like lesbian and bi, and I just didn't know what was going on because I was so confused with everything. About ninth or 10th grade is when I heard the term pansexual. And so at the time, I had identified as a pansexual female, and it still didn't really feel right to me because just like I never was comfortable, especially with me because I hit puberty really early, and so having the type of body that I had, I was so uncomfortable and I just didn't feel right and I didn't understand what it was. Probably the beginning of my junior year is the very first time I ever heard the term like transgender. I didn't really like understand it at first just because everything was like so new to me. So I did a lot of research and kind of like read up on it, and I was like reading a lot of the things that people feel and like stuff that bothers you, things like that, with like transgenders, about body image and emotions and like how you think and feel. And I just remember realizing like, wow, there are a lot of similarities here. So I kept reading and reading, and probably about August, September of last year is when I kind of like accepted like, hey, you know what, I'm feeling this way, I want to try it out, I want to go by a guy's name, I want to try binding, I want to try packing, I want to see how this feels. And when I started, everything just felt so right. Like, I don't think I've ever been like that happy with myself. Like, I don't think I've ever been that happy with myself. And it felt really good. Because, like, I always knew that I was different, but I never knew what was missing. And I was always that kid in the back of the class that didn't talk to anyone, didn't make friends, and it was really awkward. But now I've kind of accepted the fact like, hey, you know what? There is something different about me, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And I'm so much more comfortable with myself and who I am. And I can step up and say, hey, you know what? I'm Cayden, nice to meet you. Like, I'm so much more friendly and outgoing and so much comfortable with who I am now than I've ever been before. Even when I was a kid, I was still awkward and shy and just kind of generally quiet and weird. But yeah, I kind of started realizing about like a year and a half ago, and then pretty much accepted and tried it all probably like 5 months ago, I think. Let's see, it's April. It's 4 months. Okay, maybe like 6 or 7 months ago. I can't do math. Just letting you guys know. But I mean, it's been interesting. I mean, it's still hard for me to accept at times just because I do come from a very Christian household. And I love my family to death, but at the same time, I do want to be happy with who I am. And so it's really hard for me to accept at times because I don't want to lose my family, but I also don't want to keep myself being miserable the way that I am. So it's kind of like I feel like I have to choose. So I'm trying to talk to my parents, that way I don't have to. But my next video is going to be last week's topic on parents. So kind of continuation from this conversation. But alright, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.